Hello everybody, Nathan aka Outraged Human here with Ubiq Videos, bringing you a video today on how to participate in the Escher Airdrop. So this is going to be for airdrop number 1, but the same instructions should apply for any of the different airdrops that are going to occur to get your Escher. So the first thing you want to do is browse to ubiqsmart.com/Escher, like this. It's going to bring you to this dashboard view, and then we want to go to these dots right here and go to the airdrop number that we're going to participate in. There may be additional ones here if you're participating in one of the subsequent airdrops, but since this is the first one, we're just going to click on airdrop number 1. That's going to bring up the instructions and some of the information that we need in order to participate. So this video is going to be for the Fusion version of the airdrop, and in the description I'll link to a separate video that's going to be for the Pyrus one. So we want to click on the Fusion tab right here, and then we want to open up Fusion. I've got it opened up down here, and we want to go to this view right here, which is just the Ubiq wallet. If you click right here, and I've got 88 Ubiq in this wallet address that we're going to indicate that we want to participate in the airdrop with. So the first thing that you want to do, it's going to come up to a screen like this when you first open it. You want to click on contracts over here on the right. Just click on that. And then we want to click on watch contract down here. So this brings us this interface right here where we need to input a few details. And we can get those details from the airdrop website. So the first one we need is contract address. And we can see right down here is contract address. So you can either highlight this and copy it, or you can click this little button here, which it'll say it copied it to the clipboard. Then you open Fusion back up, click in here, and then Control V on Windows in order to paste it in. So now we got that part pasted in. Contract name, it says right here, we need to enter Escher airdrop number 1. Number 1. And this name isn't entirely important. It's basically just how you identify it in the interface. So you can name it whatever you want, but it's best to use Escher airdrop number 1 if you plan on participating in the other airdrops, just to keep the contracts separate. And now we need to put in the JSON interface. So the JSON interface is this section right here. And since this is a long field and there's a lot of data in here and it's important that we get it exactly right, let's go ahead and just click this button over here to copy it to our clipboard. Open Fusion, click in here, Control V on Windows to paste it in. Now my window's a little bit too small, so let me go ahead and just make this a touch bigger. And then we can see the OK button down here. You can also scroll using this side over here, but it's just easier if we can see it. So let's go ahead and click OK. And now we see the Escher airdrop in here under custom contracts. So the next step is to click on this. So let's go into it. All right. And then down here, if we scroll down a little bit, there's a write to contract section where it says select function. And we need to pick the function called execute, or claim, sorry. And we want to pick the address that we want to execute it from. So in my case, I've only got the one address, which has 88 Ubiq in it. If you have multiple addresses that you want to claim with, you're going to need to go through this process with each one of them, or you would want to consolidate your funds into a single address. If you've got them separated currently, though, I'd probably just recommend keeping them separated and just claiming each one individually. So we're going to click this main account with the 88 Ubiq in it, and then we're going to click execute. It's going to pop up another window for us. And we want to make sure that this should say 0 Ubiq. We don't need to send any Ubiq for this other than the amount of gas that it's going to require in order to execute the contract. So there's no Ubiq in here. You don't have to change any of these settings in here. And then you just need to enter your password to unlock the wallet that you're currently claiming for. So I've got a short password on this one just for the sake of demonstration, but you want to make sure you have a very long and secure password. So once you've done that, click Send Transaction. Transaction sent down here in the lower right hand corner. And it is going to take a little bit for this to actually show up. So let's see, let's go back here to wallets. And let's just leave it right there for now. Let me go ahead and go into this one, and we're going to copy this address right here by highlighting it, selecting Control C, which is going to copy it to the clipboard. And then we'll go back to the claims website, and we're going to check this claim using this check your claim box right here. I'm going to paste it in. All right, so once we've got the check your claim address entered here, we're going to click this arrow, and it says it can't be found. This is normal. It takes a little time for the transaction where we interacted with the contract to get some confirmations on the blockchain. So I'm just going to come back in a little bit when that transaction's confirmed. That way we can verify the claim and make sure that we've done everything correctly, and you know that you're going to get your Escher. So we'll be back in a moment. All right, we've given it a couple of minutes here, and if we scroll down on our wallets page, we can see that the contract execution from our account to the Escher airdrop contract has 4 of 12 confirmations. And if we minimize this and go back to the check your claim interface where we've already input our address, we can click this little arrow, and we see on the bottom here, claim for that address was received successfully. So that means we've done everything that we need to do. The only thing that's required now is that you keep whatever funds that you want to claim for the Escher airdrop inside of that wallet address. If you want to add more funds to this wallet, you can send additional funds to it. You don't need to do anything else with the contract or with this website. You just need to keep whatever funds you want to have participate in the Escher airdrop in that address until this Ubiq block number. So once we get to block 448,000, and this bar is all the way to the end, then whatever funds are in that address at 448,000, that block number, that number times 12 will be the amount of Escher that you get. It's a 12-to-1 split. So that concludes how to do the Escher airdrop within Fusion. And as I mentioned, I will link in the description below how to do the same thing from Pyrus. And I invite you guys to join us on Discord. If you have any additional questions, I will throw a Discord invite link in the video's description as well, so you can get some help from there if this video wasn't clear enough. So I hope you enjoyed this and have fun with your Escher and the new Ubiq governance system. Take care, everyone.